Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to ContinentalAspireSoccer. Strap in today because this is going to be a heavy topic which will pose some interesting questions on morality in football. Today we're going to be discussing the Qatari Aspire Academy project, its impact on African football, its roots and the overall trend it has set elsewhere in the game. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe, follow us on all of our social media, and then head over to our website to check out our fantastic online football course. If you, your friend or relative is trying to make it in professional football, this is the perfect gift. A tailored course for children and adults on how to improve your game, designed by some of the brightest minds in football coaching. It really is worth a look, and the cheap price. Anyway, in 2004, the Qatari Prime Minister Hamad bin Hassim bin Yabba Al Thani established a brand new football academy in the country. It was more than just a football school though, as it was a huge developmental campus for athletes and scholars. 200 students started there, and the giant Aspire Dome, which can be seen from miles away, was the planet's largest indoor sporting complex. Not only was this a modern step to take for the country, but it was also a part of their bid to become closer with the world's most popular game, football. The money, attention and international pedigree it brings is what makes Chinese President Xi Jinping decide to favour the sport, or why the USA has turned to the MLS in order to increase the popularity of football. Qatar had a problem though. It was one of the smallest countries in the world and was completely ill-suited for a large-scale footballing infrastructure. The country would reach temperatures of over 40 degrees in the summer, and the majority of the country is built up of desert lands. The capital city, Doha, is the only place of real population density. However, in 2004, there were barely over 700,000 people in the country, with only around 300,000 being young men/children. This presented a huge problem to a country keen to improve their footballing standing, which stood in the lower echelons of FIFA's world ranking system. They did not have the players to start mass producing high quality footballers. They lacked the land or the infrastructure to implement a wide network of leagues and matches. They also lacked a route into Europe, the place where most players go to establish their quality. And even though the Aspire Academy building is one of the most air-conditioned in the world, it's hard to implement that over football pitches across the country. Therefore, in 2007, the Football Dreams project officially began. The Aspire Academy website sums it up pretty well. The programme was kicked off in 2007 in Africa, involving 7 countries and 430,000 young football players. Since then, AFD has kept on growing. In 2008, an extension to Asia and Latin America took place, and a satellite branch of Aspire Academy was installed in Senegal. Between 2007 and 2014, more than 3.5 million kids have been screened in over 17 countries, with 18 to 20 scholarships awarded each year. So far, the programme has involved over 6,000 volunteers and over 150,000 11v11 games on more than 800 football grounds. That's not quite the full picture though. The project originally started with Andreas Bleicher. The German had played a role in his own country's footballing upheaval and was wooed by the Qatari royal family to join the Football Dreams project and help oversee sweeping changes. His early hire was Josep Colomer. He was a former youth scout for Barcelona and is the main man credited with finding a 13-year-old LIONEL Messi in the depths of Argentina. He was tasked to lead an expert team at scouting Africa for young boys to move to Qatar and be a part of the new face of Middle Eastern football. Many of the players there, they don't have a chance of being seen. This was the argument established by Colomer to get these boys to Aspire Academy and then potentially Europe. In his first year, 2007, Colomer and his team scouted over 430,000 children across Senegal, Kenya, Qatar, Ghana, Nigeria and 2 unnamed countries. The plan was not necessarily to renounce these children's birthright, but to help upgrade the standard of football in Qatar. Out of the 430,000, on average just 25 would end up moving to Aspire Academy. This practice would continue and expand year after year, and in 2008 the Senegalese outpost was established in Qatar, and then Asia and Latin America became postal points. Well over 5 million children have been screened since 2007, some even putting the estimates up to 10 million. Still, with just 20 placements in Qatar afforded every year. However, due to the countries the network operates in, there have been reports of some shady practices. There was an existing problem in Africa of rogue agents taking advantage of impoverished children, signing them up to dodgy contracts in a bid to reap the rewards of their fruitful careers. With the lottery prize of moving to Qatar becoming more real every year, this has only since increased the potential payout for these agents, and obviously increased the attraction of doing this practice. There were also of course accusations that this was just a ploy to assimilate these African boys into the Qatari national football team, but in fairness this has never seemed to come to pass. Most athletes have stuck to their roots, and there are no reports of any widespread pressure from Qatari forces to make sure Aspire players end up as Qatari nationals. This of course is all building towards the 2022 World Cup held in Qatar. It's nearly an accepted fact now that Mohammed bin Hammam and Qatar bribed their way to hosting the world's most lucrative football competition, but they will have a guaranteed place in the final tournament, and this means their team will be put to the test, and the past 15 years of recruitment and coaching will be put on display. So, how good will Qatar be? Well, they're now ranked 58th in the world by FIFA, which is a major step up from the late 100s they used to be in, but besides that, there is really no telling what will happen. None of their listed national team plays outside of their own first tier. In fact, no Qatari players ever played in Europe. They remain completely untested. Yet this is no reason to write them off, because the youth team comprised of Aspire Academy players has consistently challenged Real Madrid, Manchester United and Barcelona's youth sides in international youth tournaments. The Aspire setup is the most modern and advanced in the world, so the youngsters are usually put through their paces. But the only players to ever come through the setup and make it to Europe have been African. Most players take the first step at Belgian side KAS Eupen, and the deal between Qatar and Eupen is something you can learn about in this video, about the role of Belgian clubs in modern football. Mohamed Mumbai is a 23-year-old Senegalese goalkeeper who plays for Porto, who actually transferred directly from Aspire in 2015. The Dakar-born goalie is yet to make a senior appearance for Porto in 2021, and has only one senior appearance in January. Onyekuru is certainly the most financially successful of Aspire's graduates. He's played for Everton, Monaco, Eupen and Galatasaray, and the Nigerian winger has been highly touted in his career, but is yet to really make a successful dent in the European game. The major success and the hope of the legacy of Aspire Academy though is pinned on Moussa Wague. He was born in Senegal and selected to move to Aspire Academy in 2014 at the age of 16 years old. He spent 2 years in Qatar before being fast-tracked to KAS Eupen in 2016. He spent 2 years at Eupen, quickly progressing into the first team as a right back before Barcelona came calling. He moved to the Blaugrana for €5 million and joined the Barcelona B side where he was very successful. In fact, former manager Ernesto Valverde labelled Wague as one of the most 5 promising players in the entire club, and he personally aimed to give him minutes. He fulfilled this promise in April 2019, where Wague made his dream come true against Huesca in La Liga, making his full league debut for Barcelona. He was officially promoted to the first team side before being loaned to Nice in January 2020. However, this did not go so well, because after assisting 1 goal for Nice in a win over Monaco in March 2020, COVID cancelled the Liga season. And then Wague moved to PAOK on loan from Barcelona, and in December 2020 he was ruled out for 9 months after suffering a severe knee injury. This is a huge blow because it could see him miss Senegal's World Cup bid in 2022, a tournament where some punters predict they could go very far. Now 22 years old, Wague will hope to be back in time. But what do you think of Moussa Wague and Aspire Academy? Does it take advantage of children, or does it give them a platform to grow? Let us know in the comments below.